of when to stay home. Pereira has been phenomenal pushing forward. Shankali mostly on that left-hand side. He's double-teamed consistently on that right-hand side. That's respect, but he's still got to find his way in that final third.
His touch, and so is the Portland midfield. They're in their halo green, Loons in black, their decade kit. Show on the road from St. Paul tonight. Chen pillaging through the midfield around Caicedo. Options with Pereira, slotting it beautifully. Yeboah! Side netting. DaCosta looks poised against the wall. David DaCosta! The deflection peppered over. Greek Australian midfielder can really hit a ball from the outside. Shankali wants Joaquin Pereira. He's not had a ton of touches in the attack until now. Pereira with the pinball off Caicedo, who was putting out fire after fire against LAFC. Pereira again. Bonatig, the Aussie center back, stands tall to stripe it out. Caicedo, brute streak to win it. A lazy pass where Pereira takes it. Diaz grapples, comes away with it, back for Shankali! Flying high in his MLS rebirth, Tomas Shankali, 1-0 Loons.
Turnover in and around the 18. That is Diaz right there, number 28 in black. Winning that ball back, picking his head up, and the dummy from Kelvin Yeboah. I can't say enough about Shankali in a Minnesota United uniform. He's done a fabulous job of understanding the team concept. He sits on top of the 18. He doesn't get sucked into the box. He waits for his moment and a perfectly clean touch to put that side netting.
Injury's a major factor of his last two seasons.
He's still putting his head down, Anthony. As you look at him, he's still struggling with the fact that he did not get that finish off, or at least a strike.
He's had some good looks, including at home in the LA game, which they drew. They were down a man because of a Kamal Miller red card. Confidence is not high right now for Anthony. Shankali, Yeboah. Bring it along for Minnesota United. Yeboah for Pereira! Velda. Swashbuckling tackle from Romero. Duncan and the Loons back on the ball. Triantis in the pocket. He's not shy. He thought about it before he led Yeboah, and Forey over for cover. Joaquin Pereira, a knuckler at Pantemis. Duncan's put together with Jefferson Diaz, working along the right side or the near side, the way you view it here tonight. Shankali contortioning himself to keep that in for Triantis. There's Portland's attack. Mainly built through the left. They're looking to get Anthony involved. No dice so far. Pereira. Pereira, it goes off the post unexpectedly.
I mean, Portland Timbers, Cole Bassett can't buy a goal, and then Anthony finally rips his shot, but it's not. Was that a joke? Are you saying Timber like post, or are you here all night?
No chainsaw involved. Yes, I'll show myself out. Anthony, right back at it. Flares one. Chen with Velda. Put it right down to Bassett. He hits the stick.
All over the place. They can't quite get the clean clearance, and Portland Timbers had set up once again offensively.
They've had excuses that they say for losing some of these games on the young season. They got 2 wins, 4 defeats, and a draw. Hoping to keep that momentum going from last weekend against LAFC.
Phenomenal place. If you ever want to go to a road game, a road trip, it's a destination. And people ask us all the time, you know, what's your favorite place? And quite honestly, I can't think of a bad place to go right now because all these stadiums have done so well. Even if they've adjusted. If they're a little bit older, but they've added, they've made some changes, they've made some new things about it. But Providence Park in that city is really well done.
Kelsey, Bassett for Caicedo. Anthony. Diaz intervenes. Even put together the Kindred D. St. Aubin food rankings at MLS venues across the land.
What has the best coffee with the most caramel?
Chocolate brought it down beautifully. Yeboah! Another killer goal for Kelvin Yeboah.
Highlights is the ball over the top. This ball right here, perfectly clipped, perfectly weighted into the stride of Chocolate. You talk about that first touch. It's just long enough from Chocolate that you're baiting the goalkeeper to come out to make the save in Pantemis, but close enough to your body that you can still get the second touch to play the pass to Kelvin Yeboah.
Chocolate drops the dime. Goal and an assist. And for Kelvin Yeboah, his 5th of the season.
They need some runs from diagonal spaces, whether it's out wide all the way across the back line to stay in an onside position, or a nice little give and go.
Velda in the pocket, put it across. Kelsey delivers, but the flag is up. Plenty of window to get back into it for Portland. They thought that was the moment.
Comes from a wide space across the back line, or whether it comes from a nice little give and go. And there we had both, a wide space, a nice little give and go to the near post, and then a ball played across the back line, and Kelsey just a step too soon.
You're out of jokes tonight. Pantemis. Sermon slinging one. Marcanic really count across the full outfit of these Loons. Pretty much everyone in the lineup tonight has made a clearance or defensive play. Here's Gonzalez peeling that shot at Pantemis. Aravena, Kelsey, DaCosta whips one right at Callender. A lot more stressful than Minnesota United wanted it to be after Pereira dribbled into traffic.
It's a little more disappointing when you create it yourself, when you create the stress yourself with that turnover by Pereira.
Gonzalez bursting through. Kelvin Yeboah hops on the brakes. Trap was the trailer. Sailed away though by Lassiter over the head of Bassett. Press stays on from Marcanic. You're in minute 87. Caicedo. Lassiter. Bassett. Aravena forcing the save. Jam job from Callender from Lassiter.
Well, Aravena has been open in that pocket of space more than once. He just hasn't been found. Every time Caicedo has turned, it kind of looked for an option.
Still a window to get back into the game. Lassiter. Then Sermon ducked. Hopped over the boot of Bassett. Race out wide for Joaquin Pereira. Good release valve, Triantis. And Jen have been all over the field again for the Loons. Will Trapp. Triantis, the late run, the delivery, the save from Pantemis. Puts a foot into the ground and is down.
Look at this strike, that great touch by Triantis. And it was a good build out of the back, and Duncan fills the space in the middle of the pitch.
Triantis' interception right in the center of the park. Shaves it back. Gonzalez with Pantemis coming out to prevent the third. The Soapa bow on this one in 2 years. That's seconds away from being a reality. The young first-year, full-season head coach, Cameron Knowles. Gonzalez. James Rodriguez. That sweet left foot for Triantis. Back over for Marcanic. Pantemis cut it down. down. Rodriguez was following it up.
That's a great first touch by Marcanic to open up the hips, let it run across his body to get on his... Another big save, though, by Pentemis. He's put himself in a great position several times.
It's full flight for the Loons, soaring up the West with a third straight win.